Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to have so much fun with Canva, and we are going to learn about how to make some really fun pages. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite hacks, tips, and tricks. Guys, it's just going to be awesome. So now we are going to do something kind of fun, which is showing you guys how to do, like if you wanted to do a box around each one of these items, we might need a little bit more space. But we're going to do, we have to go over to graphics because sometimes it gets cranky with us. And so then we're going to go to static and free so that you guys can see what there is available. And what we want is a simple square. And what I love about this, you want to make sure when you're designing things and you want things that are going to be longer, you want to make sure that you have these lines on the sides and at the bottom as well, like the top and the bottom. See these little flat lines? Because if you don't, it means that it's a square that's static. I think that this one is a square that's static. So if I wanted to make it wider, like just drag it down, I can't. I can only stick with a square format. So if I wanted to make something a rectangle, I have to make sure that it is in the right size. So we are going to make this guy a little bit smaller. Sit there, drag you over here, and drag you down. Actually, we're just going to get rid of all of you guys because this is going to be easier if I can just, haha. So let's just say you wanted to have a place where you're explaining something to your people. Whether that is, you know, your top 10 resources, if you wanted to make like a resource page or something, this is where you could do it. So we're going to align everything, example, text, copy, paste, just so that you guys can see what it looks like. And then one more. Bring you up, and you can bring it over, align it over here if you want. Whatever it is. So let's say you've seen these pages, right? Where you're like, step 1, blank, step 2, blank. So we're going to use this as an example. But first we have to move this guy to the back so that we can ungroup this so that we can group the whole shebang. And now we have this as a pretty little group. And so now we're going to copy and paste again. And I like to have things in odd numbers on pages. I don't know why. I think my brain is broken. And so what I would do then would be copy and paste this guy one more time, bring this down to the bottom, line things up. And then I'm going to ungroup it and then make this into a notes section where we are going to, and see how there's the bigger lines in between these. If you want to keep them spaced out, you totally can. There's no rules that say you can't. And if there were, well, screw the rules. Because you make your own rules in your own business. There. I had to say that at some point in this. So, or you can go ahead and change the spacing so that there's no spacing in between them. Or you can change the font is probably an easier thing to do if we're being totally honest. We're going to go over here, and there we have it. Now my spacing is correct, and copy and paste, and there. And so now we've got this fella, this little guy here. And this can be, again, you can change this. You can add effects to it, make it fun. Ta-da!